All right, you guys, we got Dave with Heart Attack. Man, you know how we do this thing, man. We get right to it. So let's do it. What the hell? These songs long as hell. Hold up. These hold up. Let me see. Okay, so the song 9 minutes in Laid Baked DDPR is, let me see, did Knox react to this? Now, okay. Yeah, I know Knox made this like, Knox probably made this like 40 minutes, bro. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, man. All right. So how one reactor who got almost the most views on the video, he did it 12 minutes. So he really just let it play through. And he let it play through. Then you got another reactor who does the breakdown, 20 minutes, and then Knox breaks it down for 40 minutes. That means he added almost 30 minutes of commentary to that video. And you know what? You still probably got copyright content ID. Yeah. All right, you guys, we got Dave with Heart Attack. And let's get it.
Knife crime is at a near record high, with more than 40 blade offences every day in London.
At a youth club in South London, not far from where someone was stabbed less than 24 hours ago, he outlined a direct link.
I can tell from the vibe, from the acoustic vibe of this song, he's going to be talking a lot, but at the same time, it's probably going to be more in the same design as the one we recently reacted to. Leslie is going to probably have that same kind of format. Going to be adding much more instrumentation as we go through the song. And then I wonder if this is about another situation, but we'll see. But I like how the song began with like a heartbeat, doo, doo, and then you hear the sirens, and then there's like an emergency. So he's like using that concept almost in an NF format where it's kind of giving that world build concept. Okay, this is what's happening. You hear the voices in the background and you're like, okay, so we get the sense there's a sense of urgency to this song.
Between violent crime, social exclusion and austerity. A study by City Hall found that London has seen an increase of 71% in victims of serious youth violence since 2012. The mayor says this is linked to an increase in poverty, with the highest rates of violence taking place in some of the poorest boroughs.
I bet them boys think I'm panicking. Check what my young G's are carrying. It's blade same length as a javelin.
Interesting. He came in with a very aggressive tone, so this is, I thought this song would actually be coming in as an emotional, but I ain't never seen Dave. Dave always seemed kind of laid back when he does this stuff, but he comes in kind of like very sharp and aggressive. So let me see.
Boys think I'm panicking. Check what my young G's are carrying. It's blade same length as a javelin.
Ooh, blade the same length as a javelin. Javelin and an instrument that, you know, like the javelin throw, blade same length as a javelin. Ooh.
Boys think I'm panicking. Check what my young G's are carrying. It's blade same length as a javelin. I don't know about B-ball, what's happening, but know that it's fucked if he's traveling and we see him. I can't.
Ooh, I don't know B-ball or what's happening, but when he's traveling and we see him, ooh. Ooh.
I don't know about B-ball, what's happening, but know that it's fucked if he's traveling and we see him. I can't lie, I was depressed at phases. I was 19 when the team nearly left him faceless, hoping that we never left no traces. You know when you're so damn tired in your house, but you can't sleep cause you got pending cases. I used to love tempting fate, but now it's tempting faces. For half my...
Ooh, tempting fate, but now it's tempting faces. Ooh, so you go from tempting fate to, you know what I'm saying, going into the excitement of risking your life versus now tempting faces like you know, fine females, you know.
Got pending cases. I used to love tempting fate, but now it's tempting faces. For half my career, I was part of that. My best friend got a burner and it's looking like an artifact. Put it in your puffer or your Prada hat. Like,
ooh, saying it's looking. Ooh, oh boy! If y'all ain't here for all this stopping, y'all might as well go somewhere else, because this is what I do. If I hear a bar, we press and stop, and we talking about that bar. He said, "Man, gotta ooh."
My best friend got a burner and it's looking like an artifact. Put it in your puffer or your Prada hat. Like fuck panic, that's a heart attack.
Dang, boy, panic, that's a heart attack. He was about to say that. But also he said, got a burner looking like an artifact. Oof. Wow.
Burner and it's looking like an artifact. Put it in your puffer or your Prada hat. Like fuck panic, that's a heart attack. Yeah. It's like life's so fucked in the time that we're in.
I like how he takes a moment. I like how he takes a moment, and it's kind of like almost, man, let me breathe, Selah, you know what I'm saying? And then especially listening to it, it's like, okay, let me let that cease right there. And then now we finna go into something else.
Yeah. It's like life's so fucked in the time that we're in. We're fighting the world and we're fighting within. Somali dad ran away from a war, now his son's in a war. That's the cycle we're in. I know.
So that first bar, he was talking about the war outside and the war inside. And then there's a dad that passes on the same thing that the war that he faces onto his son. It's a correlation between the war outside and the father, and then the war inside and the son. So check that out.
It's like life's so fucked in the time that we're in. We're fighting the world and we're fighting within.
He said, I'm fighting the world, now I'm fighting within.
Marley dad ran away from a war, now his son's in a war. That's the cycle we're in. I know niggas that didn't do time in the bin, that have never had freedom of mind. Are you sick round here?
Said doing time in the bin and didn't have freedom of mind. So now think about how these first 6 bars go, right? So he illustrated the war on the outside and the war on the inside. So now in those bars following that, he says, you know, the dad and then the son. And then he talks about doing time in prison, but then still being in prison in the mind. The war out and the war in. So that might be what the scheme he's doing right now.
I know niggas that didn't do time in a bin, that have never had freedom of mind. Are you sick? Round here, main way to provide for your kin is in a flip blade, little push bike and a sim. In London, a place where it's nicer to live is only 5 minutes out from the guys on the strip. When man made yay work, heard he a soldier. I know that nigga hasn't got balls like grey work. As I grow older, change of perspective. I gotta stay loyal to my girl, that's the trait she was blessed with. Restaurants, raves with my brethrens. Life's too short, so we gotta turn up,
Man, I like that right there. Hold up, we gotta take that all the way back.
Strip when man made yay work. Heard he a soldier. I know that nigga hasn't got balls like grey work. As I grow older, change of perspective. I gotta stay.
I heard the grey work line, but I don't know what that is. So let me know in the comments.
That nigga hasn't got balls like grey work. As I grow older, change of perspective. I gotta stay loyal to my girl. That's the trait she was blessed with. Restaurants, raves with my brethrens. Life's too short, so we gotta turn up. Man, talk on my ting for the gram, it's intrusive. I never really.
You see how that's building now? So now after 2 minutes, now we building up to something else. Now you start hearing that heart attack. So I wonder if you're gonna hear more of that heart attack bass at going forward in the song.
Too short, so we gotta turn up. Man, talk on my ting for the gram, it's intrusive. I never really thought about taking a life till I found out my ex-girl's dad is abusive. I felt, how could I be a man and not do shit? I'm on the way.
Abusive. How could I be a man and not douche? Hold on, let me see who this. Let me take this phone call. Hello? Oh. All right.
Now my ex-girl's dad is abusive. I felt, how could I be a man and not do shit? I'm on the way there now and I don't want to lose it. But fighting her battle's only hurting a girl. How can I protect her from the world when I couldn't even protect her from myself?
How can I protect her from the world and I couldn't even protect her from myself? Still, we still on that outside, inside kind of scheme.
My grandmother's grave, shit happens again. I put a knife for a family friend. Most of the women that
my grandma, what?
On my grandmother's grave, shit happens again. I put a knife for a family friend.
On my grandmother's grave, if it happened again, I put a knife through my family friend. Inside out.
Women that I know it shit happened to them. So innocent till guilty ain't something that I have to respect. I think back to my youth and I was so ungrateful. How many of our parents had dreams they abandoned so they could put food on the table? Intelligent, worthy and able to somebody's parent.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Parents forsaking their dreams just to put food on the table to take care of us. That's why the Bible talks about honoring your mother and father. Whether they were good or bad, you honor them because they helped take care of you. So how could you build your life to resent them?
Youth and I was so ungrateful. How many of our parents had dreams they abandoned so they could put food on the table? Intelligent, worthy and able to somebody's parent. You know? And that affected the way that I see shit. Nightclub toilet. You peed on the seat because you don't know how it feels when your mum's got a clean shit. And
you peed on the nightclub toilet. You know how it feels to pee on the seat and have your mama clean it. Ooh, that's dirty. No pun intended.
Nightclub toilet. You peed on the seat because you don't know how it feels when your mum's got a clean shit. And her boss treats her like she don't even mean shit. And she gotta wait for the bus in the rain and it's freezing. And miss said that you won't ever be shit. And you don't wanna cry about dad, but you need him. I grew up so fucked, but I didn't even deep it. I'm numb to the feeling of grieving. A man getting birded. African mums on the floor just screaming. It's mad car, try so hard. Death's gotta be easy, cause life's so hard. I was 12 wishing that I was a white man hard. If I wasn't, he probably wouldn't life man's dogs. I was dead broke, fam. I couldn't swipe man's card. And time might pass.
Oh, that's mean. Oh, we gotta rewind that whole thing.
I grew up so fucked, but I didn't even deep it. I'm numb to the feeling of grieving. A man getting birded.
Look at my face.
African mums on the floor just screaming. It's mad car, try so hard. Death's gotta be easy, cause life's so hard. I was 12 wishing that I was a white man hard. If I wasn't, he probably wouldn't life man's dogs. I was dead broke, fam. I couldn't swipe man's card. And time might pass, but I still gotta stay with it. It wasn't his beef, but I see him try claiming it. That's why he caught a bullet with another man's name on it. Now we can't do leg day or put strain on it.
Ooh. Ooh. He said now I couldn't do leg day, but he strained it. Ooh.
And time might pass, but I still gotta stay with it. It wasn't his beef, but I see him try claiming it. That's why he caught a bullet with another man's name on it. Now we can't do leg day or put strain on it. Every time you hear me freestyle, I put pain in it. I used to wonder, does God have favorites? Touch me, it's dangerous. I wouldn't play.
I used to wonder, does God have favorites? Touch me, I'm dangerous. Let's see where he go with that.
Pain in it. I used to wonder, does God have favorites? Touch me, it's dangerous. I wouldn't play with it, cause you can go sleep and have a different type of wake for it. I miss my dog.
You could go to sleep and have a different type of wake for it. That's almost like him making like a double entendre. You could go to sleep and have a different type of wake for it. Like you waking up, but then there's a wake, funeral wake too. Because he just talked about in bars previous about another man's a bullet for another man going into another man. So that means like you don't know what's going to happen at this moment. You could go to sleep tonight and never wake up, or you could wake up to something you don't want to that you didn't see coming.
Dangerous. I wouldn't play with it, cause you can go sleep and have a different type of wake for it. I miss my dogs. Unstable, you violate. Kristen Raw, turn Chris Benoit. Have him hit from
Kristen Raw, turn Chris. Wait.
My dogs, unstable, you violate. Kristen Raw, turn Chris Benoit. Have him hit from far now. Fill him up with bricks and glass. Now my young G's will grip them blast. Have you tried in the street? Fuck finding my feet. I could ride, but it's better when I'm riding a beat. My emotions are peak, it ain't a sign of defeat or the weak. I wouldn't see chewed and cried in my sleep. Dropped just 2 racks and told him buy the machine. I'm LeBron in Miami, I provide for the heat. God strike me.
In Miami, provide for the heat. In Miami Heat, NBA bar right there.
I'm lying, I ain't crying in this beef unless the tears coming tatted on the side of my cheek. I provide for
trying in this beef unless tears come tatted on the side on my cheek. Are you talking about that tattoo tears? Normally that means you killed somebody.
Strike me if I'm lying, I ain't trying in this beef unless the tears coming tatted on the side of my cheek. I provide for my peeps, the lamb white in the seat, so I'm literally a wolf, disguised in a sheep. You have 5-figure dreams, I have 5-figure sleep. 5 hours more than enough time that I need.
Ooh, five figure. Man, he talking about I get 5-figure sleep and I sleep 5 more hours than I need. Ooh-wee.
Cheap, I provide for my peeps, the lamb white in the seat, so I'm literally a wolf, disguised in a sheep. You have 5-figure dreams, I have 5-figure sleep. 5 hours more than enough time that I need. Man want a fair fight, but I ain't on it when we see him. Fuck honor, this revolver is onomatopoeic. Let it stutter when you see him. Free scales, free seeing, free my niggas till I see him. I wouldn't wanna be him. My OG's roaming, I don't need a coliseum. You see it?
Ooh, y'all ain't catch that. He said, my OGs roam and I don't need a Coliseum. He said, my OGs roam and I don't need the Coliseum. Rome, Coliseum, break that down a little bit more. You slow it down. Coliseum, call to see him. Coliseum. Y'all got it? Okay.
See him. I wouldn't want to be him. My OG's roaming, I don't need a Coliseum. You see it?
Hey, Drop Stop, what's up, man?
So I'm playing it good, let hood politics stay in the hood, fuck the internet. You see this new generation, they're insta beefing and I ain't into speaking. When I ducked down, I had him running in a lift like he missed a meeting. There's no
I had to run in the lift like I missed a meeting. Ooh wee.
Into speaking. When I ducked down, I had him running in a lift like he missed a meeting. There's no good reason to risk your freedom. The youths them snitching and bitches sneaking. She don't wanna talk about friendship, she just wanna deal with a pipe like I'm fixing leaking. And sleep with a legend like Chrissy Teigen. Where I'm from, the word life has a different.
Sleep with a legend like Chrissy Teigen. Ooh wee.
Fixing leaking. And sleep with a legend like Chrissy Teigen. Where I'm from, the word life has a different meaning. Man smile in your face, but them niggas scheming. Try involve me in a flaky dealing. Sistine Chapel, I'ma paint the ceiling.
Ooh, try to. Oh my God. Oh my God. He said them niggas scheming. Oh my God. That was a bar.
Where I'm from, the word life has a different meaning. Man smile in your face, but them niggas scheming. Try involve me in a flaky dealing.
Trying to involve me in a flaky dealing, and I'm a chap. I'm a Sistine Chapel. I'm something on the ceiling.
Sistine Chapel, I'ma paint the ceiling.
Sistine Chapel, I'ma paint the ceiling. My bad.
I've been violated and I hate the feeling. That's why nowadays man hates the preaching. We smile in the visit cause we ain't defeated. The Supreme Court, so my mates appealing. I can't breathe that girl, that's torture. South London is just slags in a corner, and influencers trying to bag them a baller. She a gold digger, I can tell from her aura. A social say princess, she a pauper. When it's time for it, need more for my daughter. Call me a talker, but man are getting lined like lambs in a slaughter. It's life threatening and I can tell from the borer. Come through a nigga like a knife through flora. Feds got the guys on a case and they stalk us. It's a conspiracy like tinfoil hats in a new world order. Touch me, you better have a life insurer. Bloodthirsty, I got sharks in the water, and trust me, I know.
Bloodthirsty, I got sharks in the water. That's kind of like a double entendre, but it also is, it could be a double meaning too. You know what I'm saying? Sharks, blood. Wait a minute, hold up. Dang, my memory.
You better have a life insurer. Bloodthirsty, I got hats in a new world order. Touch me, you better have a life insurer. Bloodthirsty, I got sharks in the water. And
all right, he said, touch me, something you better like that you're sure of. But it sounds like he's shore, like coast, shore. Then he said, sharks be thirsty, is blood in the water. Sharks thirst, blood in the water. Sharks kill, blood in the water. It's like, it's a double meaning too.
trust me, I know a killer well, no orca.
No, I kill a whale, no orca.
Have you ever seen a nightmare brought to life?
But he also, that also could have meant a killer whale, no orca. So it's just the way he pronounced it and the way he manipulate those words right there. Like, listen to that whole scheme one more time.
It's a conspiracy like tinfoil hats in a new world order. Touch me, you better have a life insurer. Bloodthirsty, I got sharks in the water. And trust me, I know a killer well, no orca.
All right, so I got that line confused. He said, bloodthirsty, I see sharks in the water. bloodthirsty shark. Bloodthirst, sharks in the water, sharks kill in the water. Okay.
Bloodthirsty, I got sharks in the water, and trust me, I know a killer well, no orca.
You trust me, I know a killer whale, no orca, or killer whale, no orca, just the way he pronounced it.
Have you ever seen a nightmare brought to life? Where I'm from, you get chefed on a normal night. Men talk on my name, but it's porcupines. Or really put it in a prick like a porcupine. Little bro wanna save
what?
Name, but it's porcupines. Or really put it in a prick like a porcupine. Little bro wanna save for 45. Go board a flight. There's more to life. Youths on the M6 all the time. We don't need TFL for a northern line. All the best politicians been taught to lie. Where do they buy cocaine when they're snorting white? Are they dealers?
Why would they buy cocaine when they snorting white? You know, everybody knows with cocaine you snorting white, but he talked about the politicians. They were born to lie, or raised to lie, or taught to lie. And when he comes saying about cocaine and he's snorting white.
Politicians been taught to lie. Where do they buy cocaine when they're snorting white? Are their dealers safe on the borderline? It's ironic.
Who is the deal safe on the borderline? I like that scheme right there. Let's go.
They buy cocaine when they're snorting white. Are their dealers safe on the borderline? It's ironic because we don't know where to draw the line. Men see Blue Story, they're mortified. Men see Scarface and it's glorified. Because when
I like the way he does this up. He goes up like dun dun dun, or the door, dun dun dun. Or
men see Blue Story, they're mortified. Men see Scarface and it's glorified. Because when you're black, everything gets scrutinized.
Blueface, mortified. See Scarface, glorified. We do glorify Scarface in the black community.
Nice. That's why they call it urban. It gets euphemized. South London, man, they're getting euthanized. I see it used to mine. I wasn't too surprised. He got soaked, but his right hand scuba dive. Die by a sword that you used to shine. We can drown for your king. You don't know about Ophelia, cause we got iron. I don't know about anemia. I took the hard.
Oh, got iron, and I don't know about anemia, but it's simple, but I like the way he came to it. Sometimes it's like he going back to back with the punches. He not trying to punch, but it's just the metaphor that's tough, you know?
King. You don't know about Ophelia, cause we got iron. I don't know about anemia, I took the hard road. We don't know about the easier. One bag of whores and drug paraphernalia. When ends got sticky, had a flicky with Amelia. I mean Olivia, this ain't Libya, this ain't Syria. You act sillier, we let it seep in your skin like Nivea. Who wants to be a millionaire? I won it, never done a game show or trivia. I done Wandsworth, Elstoke Visitor. I done Spring Hill, Grendon, Swinfen, Whitemore, Swellside, Brixton Visitor. I done M-Way trips, done shit that I wish I never did because I could have been a prisoner. Is this the shit that appeals to the listeners? Road ain't no amazing life. The end's full of snakes and jails, just a waste of time. I told my young G's take your time. Fuck jazz, you could really see a major 9. Yo, I'm so ashamed of how I used to get figures. Man sell you a dream like the road things lit and then they leave out the parts where you're burying your niggas or in jail, wondering who's putting dick inside your missus. I'm so fucking determined. I was in intensive care when I was born. Mummy fell down the stairs. Whether I was gonna live or not was something uncertain. I used the word fell with the commas inverted. You see, growing up I had it far from perfect, but nobody used to
wait a second.
Niggas are in jail, wondering who's putting dick inside your missus. I'm so fucking determined. I was in intensive care when I was born. Mummy fell down the stairs. Whether I was gonna live or not was something uncertain. I used the word fell with the commas inverted. You see,
fell, but the commas inverted.
Growing up, I had it far from perfect, but nobody did, so I'm a normal person. I gotta be grateful. We all have demons and all see angels, or maybe it's me. A black youth's more than a face on a screen, a number on a laptop or name on a sheet. We got stories to tell and got places to be. From a heart, that's the making of me.
I was selling tomatoes. I sat, my leg hurts. I struggled because I didn't want to suffer again. I just wanted, it just made me so upset. Three times and then I would. Nobody, they send me back. I tried so much. He has no seen anything, yes. I was in detention camps for months and years. I didn't give up. I was not even 20 when I left